All right, man, so I think I'm going to make some enemies today because I'm going to tell you guys this Franck Olivier Blue Touch is better than what it is heavily inspired by. And what it's heavily inspired by is a very popular classic DNA. So let's roll the intro, then we're going to come back and get into this stuff. And I'm going to make some enemies today. All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Franck Olivier's Blue Touch. I picked this one up at Ross a while back, and I think I paid 20 to 25 bucks, so it is considered a cheapie to me. Heavily inspired by a very popular classic DNA, but again, I think this is better than what's inspired by. So let's go with the presentation briefly, then we're going to get into the fragrance and give you guys all the goodies and info that you probably clicked on the video for. The box is basic blue. You've probably seen it at the rack store. Blue Touch, Franck Olivier. Just a box. I don't know what to tell you about the box. I don't want to spend too much time on that because no one really cares about the box. The bottle itself is relatively heavy glass. I do like it. Blue Touch, Franck Olivier. You do have the logo in this little recessed window. Nothing really on the side or the other side. The back just has a plain window itself as well. Bottom does have a sticker with like size and concentration and whatnot. The cap itself is relatively lightweight plastic, but it is rigid and tough and strong feeling. Just simple, cheap, minimal. You do have Franck Olivier Paris on the top of the cap. The sprayer itself is just, plain Jane silver. You do have the little ring there, so this one does give us a decent cap click. Oh, gotta hear that again. Hold on. I don't know why I love the cap click so much. Distribution on the sprayer is decent. Almost gives like a spritzy squirt, but not the worst thing I've had. Let's put the notes up on the screen. We'll go over them together real quick, and you might be able to gather from the notes what this smells like, but there's a lot of notes, so maybe not. Bear with me. Let's go over them anyways. In the top, we've got lemon, bergamot, green notes, tangerine, and pink pepper. In the mid, we've got melon, patchouli, woody notes, vetiver, galbanum, and sage. And then in the base, we've got musk, amber, and oak moss. So this basically smells a lot like Acqua di Gio. But I like this better than Acqua di Gio. This is coming from somebody who's not the biggest Acqua di Gio fan. I've never been crazy about that DNA. I've always thought it was nice, but meh, just nice. A little too boring for me. Franck Olivier's Blue Touch is better than the real Acqua di Gio. Yeah, that's sacrilegious to some of you guys, but I'm going to make some enemies. Now, let's talk about performance real quick and price, and then I'm going to tell you what specifically makes me say this is better than the real thing. So, price-wise, I picked it up for around 20 to 25 bucks at Ross. I think online right now, Amazon, this 3.4 ounce bottle is around 23, 24 bucks, and I think Fragrance Net right now, this was in the high 20s. So a $20 to $30 fragrance depending on where you shop. Great price to me, definitely a cheapie, and definitely well worth that money. Performance-wise, I would call it moderate, like a good moderate. I'm getting 6 hours every time I wear it, and honestly, I don't get much better out of the Acqua di Gio EDT that I own. So this is as good, if not better, than the original or the real Acqua di Gio, at least off of my skin. First 2 hours are beastly. The 3 to 4 hour mark is still respectably good projection. And then the 5 and 6 hour mark, it's, still, I would say, much more subtle, closer to the skin, but you can still find it. People will still smell you if you walk past. Now, I've owned the Perry Ellis Red 360, that red cylindric bottle that everybody loves. That's also an Acqua di Gio style DNA. I own Pete and Pedro's Hero, which is a great fragrance as well. They did a good job cloning the Acqua di Gio DNA. This one is better than all of them, in my opinion. This is going to be what I reach for 100 times out of 100 if I'm craving that summertime or going to the gym fragrance that I use that DNA for. It's really, really good. Now, what I like the most about this and why I say this is because the citruses on this fragrance, or in this fragrance, I should say, are way brighter than the real thing. On my skin anyway, these citruses are much more juicy and like realistic, and they pop off of my skin and even off of the test strip. Sometimes you guys know the test strips don't do justice, but these notes pop way more from this Franck Olivier fragrance than the real thing, at least to my nose. Also, the green notes. These green notes come to life quite a bit. Along with the pink pepper, it's an amazing combination. Really well done, and the pepper itself gives a nice kick that I really, really enjoy. The last time I did wear this out and about, it was in the summertime. I went to a car show. And yeah, I caught a couple whiffs of myself when I sat down to eat. Because this car show I was going to was a big car show with like food trucks and stuff. I remember sitting down to eat and the breeze came through and I caught a whiff of myself and I really enjoyed it. The citrus just was beastly off my skin. Check this one out. Even if you do own Acqua di Gio, I think you guys will like this as much, if not better. Super affordable, performs respectably well. It is a bona fide cheapy gem, in my opinion. Like the video, guys. If you did like the video, it would be helping me out. It lets YouTube know the video's worthwhile and the channel's worthwhile. It tells YouTube, hey, I like this guy. Maybe you should show him to other people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't already, but you should. Until next time, guys, I'm going to leave you how I always leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, and always stay improving. That's very important, along with smelling good. God bless. Be well. I am out.